Good morning, students. Myself, Abdul Shakir, working as Assistant Professor in the Institute Viswodaya Technical Academy. In first BTech, we will have Algebra and Calculus as a paper. In that syllabus, we have 5 units. Unit 1 is about matrices. Unit 2, mean value theorems. Unit 3, multivariable calculus. Unit 4, multiple integrals. Unit 5, special functions. These are the 5 units in the syllabus. Unit 1, matrices. The contents are definition of the matrix, types of matrices, rank of a matrix by using echelon form, solving system of non-homogeneous linear equations and homogeneous linear equations, eigenvalues and eigenvectors, properties of eigenvalues, Cayley-Hamilton theorem, diagonalization of a matrix, quadratic forms, reduction of quadratic form to canonical form by orthogonal transformation. These are the topics of Unit 1 matrices. Introduction. The term matrix was apparently coined by Sylvester about 1850 but introduced first by Cayley in 1860. Today, the subject of matrices is one of the most important and powerful tools in mathematics, which has found application to a large number of disciplines such as engineering, economics, statistics, atomic physics, chemistry, biology, sociology, etc. Matrices are powerful tool in modern mathematics. Matrices also plays an important role in computer storage devices. The algebra and calculus of matrices forms the basis for methods of solving systems of linear algebraic equations. Definition of the matrix, types of matrices. The definition of the matrix is a set or group of numbers. The numbers may be real numbers or complex numbers which are arranged in square or rectangular array enclosed by the brackets. Closed brackets can be used or open brackets are also used. Examples. So it is an example which having 2 rows and 3 columns involving real numbers. It is also 3 by 3 matrix but which involves the constants A, B, C, H, G, F. So it is a null matrix which is of order 2 by 3, 2 rows, 3 columns but involving all elements are zeros. Which is a unit matrix which involves the principal diagonal elements as ones and the remaining elements as zeros. So it is a complex matrix because it contains complex numbers or pair of conjugate numbers. It is also a real matrix having order 4 by 4 because it contains 4 rows and 4 columns. Matrix is denoted with bold capital letters and the elements within the matrix are denoted by lowercase letters. So matrices are usually denoted with capital letters of alphabets and within the elements are denoted with small letters of alphabets, English alphabets. So A equal to matrix of A11, A12 and so on A1n. So it is the first row of the matrix A. A22, A21, A22 and so on A2n. So it is the second row. So on continuing this process, AM1, AM2 and so on AMN. So it is the general matrix of A which is of order m by n because it rows m rows, it has m rows and n columns. And the general element of the matrix is Aij. So this big matrix is written in simple form as matrix of Aij order m by n. So Aij is the general element of the matrix. Here I goes to 1 to m and j goes from 1 to n. So I denotes the row, j denotes the column. Aij denotes ith row, jth column element. So here the elements are maybe numbers or constants. Arbitrary constant can also taken. Important points. Matrix. Matrix is a rectangular array of variables or constants in horizontal rows and vertical columns enclosed in brackets. The brackets may be closed brackets or open brackets may be used. Element. Each value in a matrix either a number or constant. Dimension. Number of rows by number of columns of a matrix is the dimension. A matrix is named by its dimensions. Always a matrix which is named with its dimension. Matrix of 2 by 3, matrix of 2 by 4, matrix of 4 by 4, like this. The dimension is important. So matrix is always named with its dimensions. So what is the dimensions or size of the matrix? So it is nothing but the number of rows by number of columns. Here cross symbol used to denote as by, that is number of rows by number of columns. Examples: 3 by 3 matrix because it involves 3 rows and 3 columns. So it is of 2 by 4 matrix which involves 2 rows and 4 columns. So it is a 1 by 2 matrix which involves 1 row and 2 columns. So these are all involves real numbers. We will consider in this chapter only real matrices, not complex matrices. Types of matrices. One column matrix or column vector. A matrix which contains only one column is called as a column matrix. The number of rows may be any integer, but the number of columns is always 1. So it is a column matrix. So column matrix means matrix which has only one column is called as column matrix or column vector. So these are the examples. First one is a 3 by 1 which involves 3 rows, only one column. Second one is contains m rows but one column. So a matrix having only one column is called as a column matrix. Row matrix or row vector. Any number of columns but only one row, or a matrix which contains only one row is called as a row matrix. Example 1, 1 by 3, matrix having only one row and 3 columns. Second one is having one row and 4 columns. Last one is having one row and columns. So these are the examples which contains only one row. If a matrix contains only one row, then it is called row matrix or row vector. Rectangular matrix contains more than one element and the number of rows is not equal to the number of columns. In a matrix, the number of rows and number of columns are different, then the matrix is called rectangular matrix. So example 1, which contains 4 rows but 2 columns. So clearly the number of rows is not equal to number of columns. Second example, which contains 2 rows and 5 columns. So clearly 2 not equal to 5. M not equal to n. If a matrix having order m by n, if m not equal to n, then the matrix is called rectangular matrix. Square matrix. The number of rows is always equal to the number of columns. Is called as a square matrix. A square matrix A has order of m by m. So these are the examples for square matrices. So first one is a 2 by 2. Second order matrix. Next one is a 3 by 3. Third order square matrix. If the number of rows and the number of columns are equal, then such matrices are known as square matrices. Diagonal matrix, a square matrix where all elements are 0 except those on the principal diagonal or main diagonal. So here clearly example. So first example, the principal diagonal elements are 1 to 1 and the remaining all elements are zeros. In second example, the principal diagonal elements are 3, 3, 5, 9 and remaining all elements are zeros. So here where all the elements are zeros except the main diagonal, then such a square matrix is called diagonal matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrix. If the principal diagonal elements are ones and the remaining all are zeros, then such matrix is known as unit matrix. Unit matrix is generally denoted with I. So here the first example is of order 4, that is I4. Second example for I2. Third example Aij 0, 0, Aij. The value Aij must and should be equal to 1. Null matrix or zero matrix. If all the elements are zeros, then it is called null matrix or zero matrix, which is denoted with O, letter O. So here Aij in symbolic form Aij equal to 0 for all Ij. So clearly first matrix, example 1, which is of order 3 by 1, all elements are zeros. Second one is 3 by 3 matrix, clearly all elements are zeros. Such matrices are known as null matrices or zero matrix. Triangular matrix. A square matrix whose all above or below the main diagonal are zeros, then it is called triangular matrix. In first example, above the principal diagonal elements are zeros. In second example also, above the principal diagonal elements are zeros. But in third example, below the principal diagonal elements are zeros. Such matrices are known as triangular matrices. So a square matrix whose elements above or below the main diagonal are all zeros. Main diagonal means principal diagonal. So triangular matrix may be either upper triangular or lower triangular. Upper triangular matrix, a square matrix whose elements below the main diagonal are all zeros, then it is called upper triangular. So in first example, clearly Aij is equal to 0 for I greater than j, but the principal diagonal elements are zeros. In second example also, principal diagonal below the elements are zeros. In last example, that is a 4 by 4 matrix, in that also all the elements are zeros. Below the principal diagonal elements, all the elements are zeros. So these matrices are called upper triangular matrix. So once again, a square matrix whose elements below the main diagonal are all zeros, then it is called upper triangular. Lower triangular, a square matrix whose elements above the main diagonal are all zeros, is called lower triangular. So clearly we can see observe the example. In first example, above the principal diagonal elements are zeros, that is Aij equal to 0 for I less than j. In second example, above the principal diagonal elements are clearly zeros. The principal diagonal elements are 1, 1, 3. So clearly above the principal diagonal elements are zeros. So triangular matrix means if it is either upper triangular or lower triangular. Upper triangular matrix means if the below the principal diagonal elements are zeros, then it is called upper triangular. Lower triangular means a square matrix whose elements above the main diagonal are zeros, then it is called lower triangular. Scalar matrix, a diagonal matrix whose main diagonal elements are equal to the same scalar. A scalar is defined as a single number or constant. Examples: So in first example, we will have the principal diagonal elements are A, I, J. All are same. And the remaining all elements are zeros. Matrix, unit matrix it is. So clearly it is also known as a scalar matrix. So clearly we can observe the principal diagonal elements are ones here and the remaining elements are zeros. Such matrix is known as a scalar matrix. So last example, which is of order 4 by 4. So here clearly we can observe the principal diagonal elements are 6. All are same and the remaining all elements are zeros. So such matrices are known as scalar matrices. So scalar matrix means a diagonal matrix whose main principal diagonal elements are equal to the same scalar. In symbolic form, Aij equal to 0 for all I equal to j. Aij is a constant equal to a for I not equal to j. Transpose of a matrix. Matrix transpose is the m by n matrix obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of the matrix. So converting it into n by m matrix. So if the m by n matrix is given, if we convert it as n by m matrix, then it is called a transposition. That is just interchanging the rows and columns of the given matrix. For example, first example, x is of order 4 by 1, but x transpose, which gives the order 1 by 4. 12, 9, minus 4, 0 as column elements of x, but in x dash, the row elements as 12, 9, minus 4, 0. Second example, A is a matrix which having the column elements as 21, 44, 77, but whose transpose A complement or A transpose or A dash having the row elements as 21, 4, 44, 77. In A we will have 21, 62, 33, 93 as first row elements, but in A transpose we will have the first column elements as 21, 62, 33, 93. So that the matrix A transpose is A dash or A power T. So matrix transpose means is the m by n matrix obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of the matrix, that is converting into an n by m matrix. Or simply we can say on interchanging the rows and columns of the given matrix, we can obtain the transposing of a matrix. A square matrix such that A square equal to A, then it is called idempotent matrix. Idempotent means if the given matrix A is called idempotent if it satisfies the equation A square equal to A. Example, A is the matrix of 1, 0, 0, 1. If we compute A square, just multiplying both A's, the result is 1, 0, 0, 1. Thus we will get a unit matrix of order 2, but which is equal to A here, A square equal to A, so that A is called idempotent matrix. If A is a square matrix such that A power m equal to 0, where m is a positive integer, then A is called nilpotent. If there exists a positive integer such that A power m equal to O, then A is called nilpotent matrix of index m. So it is the example. A square equal to O, clearly here, so 0, 0, 1, 0 is a nilpotent matrix. So clearly if we compute A square, so clearly we will get the result as O matrix, that is null matrix or 0 matrix. If we get the result as O matrix by taking the suitable m, so where m is the positive integer, such least positive integer is existed, then A is called nilpotent matrix of order or index m. A square matrix A such that A square equal to I, then A is called involutory matrix. If A square equal to O, in backside slide we will have A is called, just observe this, nilpotent means A square equal to O, 2 is the least positive integer here. So here A square equal to I, then A is called involutory matrix. Don't confuse it. So A is called A is a square matrix A square equal to I, then A is called involuntary matrix. So given example, A is of matrix of 1 0 0 1, which is of order 2 by 2. Clearly computed A square here, so we'll get the result as I, so that A is known as involuntary matrix. So here the little confusion may be occurred. The confusion is, so we will have idempotent, nilpotent and involuntary. So once again, idempotent means A square equal to A. Nilpotent means A power m equal to O, where m is the least positive integer. Involuntary means A square equal to I, then A is called involuntary matrix. Orthogonal matrix. A square matrix capital A is said to be orthogonal if A dash is equal to A dash A is equal to I. That is, A transpose equal to A inverse. If we multiply the matrix A and whose transpose A transpose, if we get the result as I, then A is called orthogonal matrix. Or simply A transpose is A inverse, then also A is called orthogonal matrix. So it is the example. A is a matrix of cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta, cos theta is orthogonal because computing A transpose, which is obtained by interchanging the rows and columns, and computing A transpose, the product of A and A transpose. So clearly we will have a result as a matrix of 1 0 0 1, that is I, identity matrix is the result, so that A is called orthogonal matrix. Symmetric matrix. A square matrix A, Aij is said to be symmetric if Aij is equal to Aji for every I and j. Thus A is symmetric, A equal to A transpose, or A transpose is A. If A transpose equal to A, then A is called symmetric matrix. For example, so these are the examples. If we interchange the rows and columns, we will get the same matrix, so that it is known as a symmetric matrix. So just try this one, AHJ, HBF, GFC. Just interchanging the rows and columns, we will get the same matrix, so that it is called as a symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. A matrix A equal to matrix of Aij is said to be skew symmetric if Aij is equal to minus Aji for every I and j. So it is the symbolic form. Or simply we can say that a matrix A is skew symmetric if A transpose is a minus A, or A is a negative A transpose. So A is called skew symmetric. Remember this. So A transpose is A, then A is called symmetric. A transpose is a negative A, then A is called skew symmetric. So these are the examples for skew symmetric. If we compute A transpose for these matrices, we will clearly get, on taking out the common as a minus, we will get A transpose as minus A. So it is called skew symmetric matrix. Singular and non-singular matrices. Definition: a square matrix A is said to be singular if det A is equal to 0. So if the determinant of A equal to 0, then it is called singular matrix. If the determinant is not equal to 0, then A is called non-singular matrix. So we know that thus the only non-singular matrices possesses the inverses. So to find inverse, must and should be A matrix is non-singular. Then only we can find the inverse of the matrix. So once again, singular means det A is equal to 0. If det A is not equal to 0, then A is called non-singular. Trace of a square matrix. A square matrix capital A, which is of order n by n, then the trace of the matrix A is defined as summation I equal to 1 to n Aii, and is denoted with tr of A. So small tr of A means trace of A. So trace of A means simply it is the sum of principal diagonal elements of the given square matrix. If we take a square matrix whose principal diagonal elements sum is known as the trace of the matrix. So these are the definitions of the matrices. Thank you.